Hello, friends. Good morning. Welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance powered by S4Hana. So, as you can see, I'm chilling out on a beach with my two kids and thought of recording a video just for fun. I mean, this work from home is going on for more than a year now, and just to introduce a little bit of fun in sometimes dull and mundane life. Yeah. So I put on my beach shirt and uh, we are recording the video. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye. So yes, so today is going to be the 31st video where we are going to discuss about the leading ledger, parallel accounting, and parallel accounting and accounting principles, right? So this is a configuration type video, and with that, let's start sharing the screen. And yes, so we can see the screen, and just give me a moment. I'll pause the record for a while. All right, so this is the Excel file that we have seen several times before. And this is a ready reckoner come blueprint come notes file, which you can refer while watching my videos in YouTube. I'm also going to upload this Excel file in the playlist section, and put the description in the playlist section in the description. I mean, put the link in the description of the playlist section so that you guys can refer to this Excel file while watching the video, so that it would be a little more meaningful for you guys. All right. Okay. As if you look back, we have already covered enterprise structure, fiscal year variant, posting period variant, controlling area, profit center, cost center. We have mentioned about general ledger accounting, document splitting. So these are the various chapters we have already covered, and then currently we are actually working on currency types, ledgers, and accounting principles. And as mentioned before, this is S4Hana FICO module 31st video, and we are talking about leading ledgers and parallel accounting and accounting principles. All right. This is a configuration type video. This is a S, and this is the menu which I'm going to discuss or share before. This is the same. We are still in the same screen as the previous video. All right, and this is the T code. All right, and the section is ledger architecture in S4HANA. The activity is ledger, leading ledger, parallel accounting, and accounting principles. All right. So with that, let's quickly go to the let's quickly go to SAP. There is some notes which I'm going to refer to after we look into the SAP. It would be easier for us to follow and understand. I'm going to pause the recording for a while. Okay, so we managed to log in. So we'll go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, and then financial accounting, global settings, ledgers, ledgers, and then define settings for ledgers and currency accounts. Override the warning. And so this is a screen that we have been for. Just give me a moment. This is the same screen that we have been in our earlier videos. All right. So just to give you a background about the ledger architecture. So in S4 HANA, there are three kinds of ledgers. One is a leading ledger, one is a non-leading ledger, and another is an ancillary ledger. Okay, so the leading ledger in a conventional, like in a conventional FI module, the leading ledger was getting updated on a real-time basis, whereas a non-leading ledger was updated periodically. But in S4HANA, both the leading ledgers and the non-leading ledgers are created as a standard ledger. So leading ledger is represented by 0L, and this is where we are leading ledger. Uh, and if you see the accounting principle, we have mentioned it as gap, right? So we can assign accounting principle at the three levels. One is at a ledger level, at a leading ledger level. If you assign it at the leading ledger level, it would be the as the same accounting principle, which is a gap. If you see that, it would be assigned at all the company codes level. So our company code is HKNM, which is stands for Hakuna Matata. Yes, you're right. HKNM, Hakuna Matata. We have heard this in Lion King, which is one of my favorite movie. And by the way, guys, if you can, you may also feel free to share your favorite movie in the comment section. Yes. So, so we'll see that once this is assigned at a leading ledger level, the accounting principle is also assigned at a company code level. Also, we can assign like if this is not assigned at a leading ledger level, we can assign the accounting principle at a company code level. And there is a old principle where we can assign multiple accounting principles at the company code level. So these are the three levels where we can assign the accounting principles. All right. So with that, we will highlight this leading ledger, and then we will click on the company code and see what is there in the company code, our company code which we have configured. So we'll click on position, and we will go to HKNM. So if you see, these are two company codes, HKNMH and HKUS. Now, if you see the we have to define two currencies, local currency and global currency, which is 10 and 30, which we have discussed before. If you don't remember, if you haven't watched my previous video, please feel free to watch them to understand what is a local currency. 10 and 30 is a global currency, which global currency is nothing but a currency which is there at the controlling area level, and local currency is at a company code level or company code currency. All right. Now, besides that, SAP gives us an option to define eight free currencies, right? Eight free currencies. But only thing is that it has to be defined at the global currency settings. So if you see here, you can declare, you can assign these two kind of currencies, 11 and 20. But only thing is that if you it has to be set here, global currency types. If you go back here, this 11 and 20 are already defined here, right? So that is one thing about the currencies, and we also discussed about the accounting principles. Now if we double click on HKNM, which is our currency, you see that, as mentioned before, that this accounting principle is declared, is assigned at the ledger level. Now it is also, automatically assigned at all the company codes pertaining to that ledger. And the functional currency we will assign TIP. Okay. And then there is something called parallel accounting, which actually we do the accounting using the GL in accounts instead of the ledgers. So this actually gives us more transparency, and we would be assigning more than one multiple accounting principles for that particular company code and a ledger combination. Okay. So this is why we are actually assigning the parallel accounting using GL account. So I tick this. So this is more or less about the local currency, the global currency, the accounting principles, and the parallel accounting and the leading ledger. Okay, so I save this, and I think it will come up. I will override this principle. Yeah, and then I will give a new request. Sorry, I will copy this leading ledger configuration, and I will go here. I'll paste this and I replace this with LNKG1, which is our company name, which is Lion King. So I save this and save this. Go back. Do the same thing for HKUS. So I'm going to select 10. There's a functional currency and check the parallel accounting using GL accounts. I save this. Uh, All right. So, thus we discussed and understood what is the meaning of leading ledger. We discussed about the accounting principles. We discussed about parallel accounting using GL accounts, and also we discussed about the currencies, the local currencies, the global currencies, and free currencies, which we can assign at the company code level. Right. So, with that, now let's look into the notes. So, if you see the way the videos are I mean the notes are now getting configured is that I am trying to assign the same serial number of the video to the notes, which should be 13D. So you would be able to understand which notes you will refer to when you are referring to the videos, watching the videos. So this is 13D and the video is 13D. So we are talking about the three kinds of ledgers we discussed about before. We defined briefly about the leading ledgers and the non-leading ledgers, how they are getting updated. We spoke about the now they are actually getting created as standard ledger. We spoke about this leading ledger is mentioned as 0L, and then we spoke about the currencies and eight freely defined currencies. We discussed about the accounting principle that can be assigned at the three levels, and we also discussed about parallel accounting. So that's briefly about the leading ledger. We in our next video we are going to talk about the non-leading ledger. So guys, if you like the video, please click on the like icon and share it with all your friends. And if you are yet to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. Bye.